And then I know I'm gonna get downstairs and they're gonna be like, did I hear the shower?
Bro, yeah, God! No! Yo! Audio listeners, I'm sorry for screaming. I'm sorry for screaming, audio listeners, but I couldn't be asked that question. So nonchalant.
Did I just hear the shower?
Did I hear the shower? No!
Guys,
Girls,
welcome back in.
Welcome back indeed.
We're fucking excited
we
today.
We're cooking, man.
We're back in the house. And yeah, man, we didn't speak about it obviously because KSI was in, but yeah, we changed the.
Oh yeah, we did.
Yeah, we painted the set. I much prefer it.
Oh, it looks so much
I much prefer it.
so
bro.
clean, man.
It looks crispy.
Very aesthetic.
But anyway, outside of that, guys, Snatched and 60 has officially started.
It's begun.
It's begun. So guys, if you haven't seen any of the social posts, what you doing for starters?
Facts.
Yeah, get online.
It's everywhere.
Yeah, get online.
It's literally everywhere.
But we have started a 60-day challenge called Snatched in 60, and we're all going to become paintings.
We are.
Cute little snatch paintings.
We are.
In the next 60 days.
Come on now.
So what that means is, guys, we need you to join in with us.
Yep.
As we do.
Yep.
Come together.
Yep.
As the family that we are.
Yep.
To all get snatched and paying together. And the way that we're going to do that is, should we go through the rules first?
Yep. There are 6 rules in the 60-day Snatched challenge. So the first rule is you have to walk a minimum of 8,000 steps. So make sure you guys are doing that. Walk outside, walk in your yard, walk to the park, walk to your garage, or I don't care, just walk in.
Yeah, it's actually not that hard to do.
It's not, it's really not.
It's not, because I did, this might sound ridiculous, but I finished on 2K yesterday.
Yeah.
I didn't have my Whoop on for the shoot.
Yeah.
But I finished on 2K and that was based on my phone, and I didn't have my phone with me.
Oh, yeah,
like the whole day.
yeah,
we were on a
yeah.
shoot all day yesterday. Yeah, management had my phone all day, and then I still finished on 2K steps. So like that, I was like, 8K is doable.
It's easy. It sounds a lot, but trust me, it's not that hard. And we'll tell you a way you can track your steps perfectly soon. Second one is drink 3 liters of water minimum. I've downloaded a water tracker. So
How'd you do that?
they're just apps, bro. So every time, because obviously you guys know I always have my liter thingy. I think it's in the other room. No, it's in the car today. I always have my liter bottle. So every time I finish one, I just put 1 liter in. So I know for a fact that I've had said about, because there are times where it could be like 4 p.m. I'm like, have I had 1 of these or have I had 2 of these? And I always forget.
Yeah,
so let me track my shit.
Okay, cool.
And then if there's like a silhouette of a human, it like fills up the thing. So it knows how much I've had.
Yeah, you're juicing.
Yeah, I'm juicing.
Yeah, you're juicy.
Yeah, I'm fluid.
Yeah, I couldn't see just water on my kneecaps.
Yes, bro.
Yeah, at the end of the day.
feet.
Yeah, you're like,
Damn, I'm dehydrated. I'm dehydrated.
Yeah, bro. What?
So
That's
yeah,
jokes.
get your water trackers out, guys. Make sure you're drinking at least 3 liters of water. So we have 8,000 steps, 3 liters of water. Make sure you are doing at least 45 minutes of exercise.
Gang.
That could be in the gym, that could be a sport, that could be running, that could be cycling. Just make sure you are being active for at least 45 minutes.
Cheeks count?
Cardio is cardio.
Yeah, I think cheeks should count.
Cardio is cardio. As long as them calories for bun, then
yeah,
man, it can work.
Yeah, glute bridges underneath.
Yeah, glute bridges.
If you're power bomb,
Come on now.
Gang.
And you rock the boat.
Gang.
Come on now.
All right, cheeks count.
Yeah, 45 is a session.
It's a session.
It's
Yeah,
a
bro. That's
session.
how you get snatched.
Yeah, come on, dog.
45
It's
for
all in the
cheeks?
waist
Yeah,
anyway.
100%.
It's all in the waist anyway.
Oh, and that's how you get those 3 liters in as well. I guzzle. Yeah,
I guzzle afterwards, bro. I guzzle at least a 500.
Yeah, 100%, bro. I want it to drip through my beard. And then you go for a second go. Yeah. Yeah. We're getting paying, bro.
I feel like a dancer on stage. Wait for the next track.
Yeah, 100%. I feel like an R&B singer.
That's hilarious. So we have, just to recap, guys, we have 8,000 steps, 3 liters of water minimum, 45 minutes of some exercise of sorts. We also have stick to a diet. Stick to whatever diet you guys want to do, whether that be taking something away from what you usually eat, i.e. Monster, for example, or sweets, for example, or you want to actually do a diet. It could be keto, it could be low cal, it could be this, it could be that. Whatever you want to do, stick to it for 60 days and see how you get on.
See how you get on. So yeah, on that, guys, big announcement. I am for the Snatched and 60 gonna be quitting Monster.
Well, you've quit Monster.
Yeah, obviously, yeah.
Yeah,
So
you've quit
yeah, I'm
Monster
gonna,
already.
so yeah, Monster's been quit.
Yeah.
I'm happy about it, and I'm actually not even like craving it. Did I get into the studio today to find out that there'd been 2 crates delivered that
Yep.
I asked for weeks ago?
Yep.
Yeah. There is a whole fridge full of Monster, but yeah, Lucifer is is the master of temptation, no? He wants to put my will to the test.
He does.
I'm happy for it.
All right, cool.
Yeah, so let them sit there. Let me see them every day.
Yeah.
Yeah, let me face the ops on a daily basis. I want to face the ops on a daily basis. So no Monster for Snatched.
Nice.
No Monster.
Good,
And
good,
I
good.
know, that's how I know people need, that's my message to let people know we're fucking serious.
Yes, anything's possible.
Yeah, anything is possible.
Yeah, because if you're addicted to something, you can let go of it.
Oh, bro.
Yeah, anything's
Again,
possible,
yeah, when you
bro.
love something, let it go, bro.
And it will come back to you.
Yeah, and
It'll come back to you full force. Yeah. Full force.
yeah, so bro, yeah. Monster's done for Snatch, bro.
Nice.
Daddy's taking this shit serious.
Nice. And last but not least, penultimate rule, 10 minutes outside touching grass.
Yeah,
You
bro.
have to be one with nature, be zen outside, and just
ground
breathe
yourself,
in some
bro.
oxygen.
Yeah,
ground yourself. You know, there are times where I've done this in the past so many times. I've been at home all day.
Yeah,
I don't crack open the front door, but that one time I do, it's like I'm breathing life again.
Bro, 100%. When you open that front door and you get the fresh air, you're like, jeez,
damn.
bro, what have I been doing?
I've been consumed with my own air for so
Bro,
long.
100%. That's how I feel when I get in Ubers, and I can tell man's just been farting in here all
Oh,
day.
yeah, it's musty.
All day, it's musty.
It's
And I was thinking, this
musty.
bro's been in there all day.
Yeah,
and
yeah,
I'm
yeah.
getting in here thinking, damn, bro. And he's just vibing.
Yeah,
he
'cause
doesn't
he's
know.
used to it.
Yeah.
I need air.
Yeah.
I can't breathe.
Get outside, bro. Get some sunlight.
Yeah.
And also, bro, look up.
Yeah, facts.
Yeah,
Facts.
look up, bro. When you're outside, imagine your daddies are there just lifting that chin. Look up. There's stuff out there,
Where's
man.
my camera?
Yeah, bro. Bro, 100% look up.
Look up,
There's
man.
a whole world out there, bro.
Come
when I
on,
go
man.
outside, bro, my neck hurts because I just be
I'm
on my phone. I'm antisocial, dude.
Yeah,
Look
man,
up,
look
bro.
up and look at your surroundings, man. Be one with nature.
Yeah.
And last but not least, we have a weekly challenge that drops every single Saturday. So you can follow that with us on patreon.com/ShxtsnGigs. So let's recap. 6 rules. We have 8,000 steps. We have 3 liters of water. We have 45 minutes minimum of exercise. We have go outside 10 minutes. We have pick a diet and stick to it. And we have the weekly challenge. So make sure you guys are locked in. Those are the 6 rules. I don't think they're hard.
They're not hard, bro. They're actually,
Yeah.
we've taken this fairly easy. Like, we're
we
not
go.
trying to go 75 hard like Ellis did, bro.
Yeah.
We're taking this easy. This is like something everyone can
can
get involved
participate
bro.
in and
We're all gonna get paying. It's
This
about
is
time.
entry level, man.
This is entry level.
Yeah, man.
So guys, if you want to watch along, or whilst you're watching along, what we're doing is obviously we're doing Snatched. We're gonna give the updates every week on the podcast. Alongside of that, we're gonna be releasing stuff across all socials. Fuad and I are going to be doing vlogs, etc. But the main crux of it, guys, is every week throughout Snatched and 60, our Log Cabin episodes are going to be snatched challenges, snatched episodes. We have some bouldering that we do.
Yep.
We're trying to experiment with some gymnastics.
Yes.
We're trying to get down to our ethnic basketball roots, bro. Yeah. You're trying to get back to the basketball roots, bro.
God.
We're trying different types of exercise,
Yeah.
different ways in which we can get snatched. And it's a fun time, bro. So get over to patreon.com/ShxtsnGigs.
Yes,
Every
sir.
Saturday, guys, look out for the next episode because we've put a fuck ton of effort into this series and we're taking it super serious. The whole team's been working overtime.
Yep.
Justin especially, who's in the studio today in place of Rem, who's on holiday.
Yep.
Shark. And every time, bro. But that's what I'm saying. It is every time. It is every time. But yeah. So everyone's been working really, really, really hard. Everyone's been really, really, really excited about it. And it's been a lot of fun so far. So please, guys, get involved. Watch the episodes as they come out every Saturday.
Yes, sir.
And on top of that, let's actually tell you what you need to do to get involved with the community. You already know what it is. You're used to it by now. Whoop, guys.
Whoop diddy scoop.
Yeah, get your whoops on, guys. So obviously, if you were involved with us last time, kick those whoops back in. And if not, and you were thinking, damn, I wish I got involved last time. There was 4,000 people that got involved last time.
Chilling.
Bro, vibes in.
Vibing,
The chat
yeah.
was popping off every day. Everyone
Yeah.
was giving each other tips on how
Yeah.
they're struggling. This is a perfect opportunity because we didn't really have any rules last time.
We didn't.
We were just
It's
doing
just
it for the
free for all,
fun.
yeah.
But this one we have rules, so there's going to be a lot of people like, oh, how do I do this? Or how are you guys making sure you get your steps in? How there's going to be a whole community of people that are going to be there, be able to give you tips and tricks to like get you through it. Obviously, just like support when we're struggling. We go in there and be like, bro, I'm not gonna lie, I ate some cake. I ate some cake. I'm not gonna lie. Wifey got on all fours and said, eat the cream out my body. I couldn't resist. You're gonna see messages and stuff like that.
Yeah.
It's all for us to be like, it's okay.
Yeah, we'll keep you accountable.
Get back on the horse. Don't give up.
We'll keep you accountable, man.
Let's keep getting paying, guys.
Yeah, man.
So if you want to be a painting and you want to get involved,
Yep.
guys, go over to join.whoop.com/SNG. Get the juicy discount. You know your daddies took care of you.
Always.
And let's get involved, guys.
Come on
So
now.
to join the Snatched community, there's a code on screen right now, but if you're listening to audio, I'll read it out. So it's COMM, COMM, and then it's going to be C3C56E. So that's COMM, COMM, C3C56E, and that's the code to get into the Snatched community, okay?
sir.
Your daddies are going to be in there. Ellis is going to be in there.
Yes, sir.
Everyone's going to be in there. Rem's going to be in there. Guys, we're going to be in there having a great time. And there's also in there a little leaderboard. There's a little leaderboard.
Come on now, if
Just to
you're
see how
about it,
everyone's
about
getting
it.
on, yeah?
Yeah.
So, guys, track your steps on Whoop.
Yep.
Track your sleep on Whoop.
Yep.
Track your activity on Whoop.
Yep.
That's what we're going to be doing, okay? So get on Whoop immediately. We're going to tell you every week.
Facts.
Because it's not a fucking joke.
Yeah, we will.
And last but not least, guys, as you know, diet is important, rest is important.
Yep.
But one of the main things that I personally always go on about is supplementation. Supplementation is important, guys. And supplementation can obviously be a hassle. You've heard me on here a million times where I'm like, bro, last 2 weeks I've had my supplementation on point. I feel fantastic. My sleep is better. My inflammation is better. Like my mental clarity is better.
Yeah.
I have more energy. I have more focus. I feel better. Like just everything is better.
Yeah.
Gut health is better. And supplementation is like the most important thing that we can possibly be doing, okay? So what we've done for you this time, guys, is we've actually partnered with a tremendous supplementation company. If you've been chilling with the daddies for a few years now, you would have heard me chat about this in the old studio.
True.
You would have heard me chat about this in the old studio when daddy was on his fucking supplementation bag.
True.
So the company that we've been working with, guys, is called Heights. So Heights is a supplementation company that takes a lot of the stress away from your everyday supplementation. So everyone's always going to tell you, oh, bro, you need vitamin D, you need fish oil, you need this, you need magnesium, you need this, you need that, you need that. And it's like, bro, no one wants to be taking like a handful of pills every
Yeah.
single day. It's jarring, it's stressful. They run out at different times.
Yeah.
You're spending all this money trying to get like top up your magnesium, top up your fish oil, then you need to go get your vitamin D, you need to do this, you need to do that, bro. It's a whole headache of stuff, and just remembering to like refill it is long. So what Heights do, guys, for starters, they take all your vitals and put it into one dosage.
Nice.
All in one capsule, guys. So you can just literally wake up, bang, two capsules, bang, done. You're not taking 10 different capsules.
Nice.
And has all of your essentials, all of your vitals in there, bang, done.
Nice.
The second thing they do that is incredible is it's a subscription-based company. So all you need to do is sign up. Obviously, your dad just gave you a juicy discount as well.
course.
Obviously, you did. We chatted to your boys. It's like, oh, come on, bro.
Let's do something for our people.
Let's do
We'll
something
do
for the
something for
paintings,
you,
man.
yeah.
Come on, let's scratch my back. Scratch your back, bro. And then the owner of Heights is a really, really cool guy. He was like, yeah, I got you, G. We dapped. And then, yeah, juicy discount for you guys. So what you need to do, guys, is heights.com/snatched. Go over there now, and there's going to be a tremendous discount. And it's like I said, guys, it's a subscription-based company. So once you've signed up once, every month, boom, it's just going to arrive at your door. You don't need to worry about, okay, fuck's sake, now I need to go and fill up this, fill up that. This has run out, but this hasn't run out. Bro, 2 capsules, boom, done, refill every month. Don't need to worry about it. Just carry on getting paying.
Nice.
And that's it.
That's
That's
it, man.
snatched.
That is snatched. Yeah, man.
So, guys, best of luck.
Good luck.
Yeah.
Good luck.
Good luck, guys. We're all gonna get paid.
Yeah.
I'm so gassed. And at the end of it, everyone's gonna be like, "Wow,
What? We did it.
we did it!
We actually did it.
Skin's glowing.
Yeah.
Waist is
It's crazy. Yeah.
and everyone's feeling positive and
Yeah.
just sexy, bro.
Yeah, man.
So, guys, yeah, for the next 60 days, guys, we're not babies anymore. We're paintings.
We're paintings.
We're paintings. We're snatched little paintings. So guys, enjoy. Excited for the weekly updates. Excited to see everyone over at Whoop. Excited for the challenges, and let's enjoy ourselves. Cool. Back to regular programming.
Yeah, regular, yeah.
Yeah. Back to regular programming. I actually have a... actually, no. You said you have a question for the team.
I do have a question for the team. So, I've been watching... I watched 2 documentaries back to back at some point last week. I watched American Hunter, Osama bin Laden, and I watched American Hunter, the Boston Marathon bomber.
Okay.
So I've seen the movie about the bomber with Mark Wahlberg. Is it Mark Wahlberg? Yeah, Patriots Day is a movie.
Okay,
but
fair.
the documentary is called American Hunter, Marathon March Bomber or something like that. The Boston Marathon bombing. Yeah.
All right, cool.
So I watched those back to back. People have seen and heard a lot of documentaries or information about the Osama bin Laden one many a times. It happened a long time ago. But I watched it again from a different perspective, and because it's a series, I love documentaries, period. Anyway, the question I do have for you guys is, for one, the American Manhunt for Osama bin Laden was a SEAL Team 6 team that went in to try and kill Osama to then bring him back to the United States, blah, blah, blah. Whereas the American bomber, obviously he was using bombs, so they had to get a bomb squad in to make sure that every place they were going into was safe, long story short. So my question to you guys is, if you had to choose, you have no choice, which team would you rather be a part of? A SEAL Team 6 team, that front line, or be part of a bomb squad? Because both come with different types of pros and cons.
Yeah, they do. Off the top of the dome, I'm going to say bomb squad.
Okay.
But I'll be scared to walk. I'll be scared. Every step would be my Everest. Every step, bro. I'll be scared to walk.
Because you'll be padded up.
I'm padded up, bro. And then like every step I'm like...
you'll be breathing like Darth Vader.
Yeah, 100%. But at least I'm not thinking about every corner I turn. It's Yeah. The SEAL Team 6, they're moving too efficient.
Yeah.
So there's a clear. Check the eastern quadrant. Clear. Over there, like you man, English.
I missed the last comms. English. Repeat yourself.
100%. Yeah, and then you gotta watch out for innocents.
Yeah.
Running past, bro. You just see like someone's wife just. Don't do that. Don't do that.
It's real life.
Yeah. Fuck. I'm so stressed. Bro, no, I couldn't. I couldn't do it.
So bomb squad?
Bomb squad, bro.
Ellis?
I think I want to be on the SEALs.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Of course.
I would. Yeah, I would. Yeah, I would. I prefer that than searching for bombs.
Fair.
It's a bit tedious, isn't it?
Tedious is
Not
crazy.
no, it's in like...
In comparison.
It's a bit more like... I don't know. I would rather be on the front line covering all that shit than just like going around with a little scanner.
Fair enough, bro.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
See it how you see it.
Yeah.
Justin?
I'm gonna join him.
You're gonna join him on the front line?
My inner action man screaming.
Yeah.
I'm like, I'm there. I'm ready. I'm ready.
Play.
Right now I'm not, but
Yeah,
I'm there. I'll be-
After snatched.
After snatch,
Yeah,
you're
I'm
ready.
there.
So
I'm there.
6, yeah.
I'm there.
Fair
I'm
play.
excited.
And you?
It's a tough one because just to piggyback off what you said about just like you never know, just shooting, blah blah blah. You never. There was a point where they got into the yard. This is the Osama bin Laden one. They got into the yard of where they thought he was staying. It was a 3-story house. They were on the second floor. There was about 12 of the SEALs in total, but 10 of them are dispersed to different floors and different rooms. Just duppying, man.
I'm not hearing that.
So the head honcho and one other brer was left at the bottom of the stairs,
Yeah.
looking at the room Osama potentially would be. And it wasn't a door, it was a curtain. So they're seeing shadows.
Nope.
Ultimately they're saying, we need at least 3 more men so we can pattern this room just in case.
Nope.
But Homeboy was like, fuck it, if we go now, we can rush him and take him. We don't know who's behind it, but we can rush him and take him.
Nope.
He said, yeah, let's go. He tapped his shoulder, bap. They ran upstairs.
Huh.
James, they ran upstairs. As soon as they ran upstairs, they saw one man there. First man jumped on the next man. And then the main guy that they interviewed was the guy that actually shot and killed Osama bin Laden. He turned to him. He said he saw his feet first. He looked up. He said, right, you're taller than I thought. You have to die. Ga.
You have to die.
You have to die. Ga. Fam, twice.
You're telling me I thought you have to die.
You have to got
Nah,
got
bro.
him twice. I was like, that's adrenaline.
Yeah, that's too much, bro.
And then it's literally said, as soon as I shot him, it's like, fuck, what do I do now?
Yeah, facts.
They said, oh, we need to get all the stuff because there's going to be so much information about future potential plannings and stuff, blah, blah, let's get all the stuff, and then they dipped. But that being said, I think I would have to join, no, I think I'd have to join you and do Bomb Squad because I feel like even though every time I get home safely, God willing, I'd be like, okay, God, that was too much. I don't know if I can do that again. I think I'm more likely to get used to being in the Bomb Squad than being in the SEAL Team 6.
Yeah.
Because I don't think...
I don't think I can do that again. Every day after work.
Yeah.
I don't think I can do that
Because I
again.
genuinely don't think I will be able to do that again after one mission in SEAL Team 6. That would ruin me.
Yeah, that's the thing. These man do tours.
Tours,
These man
bro.
did this whole summer thing, adrenaline.
Yeah.
Oh, no. You get home, bro, and your general's begging you in 2 days. Like, bro,
We need you
I
again.
need you. Nah,
bro.
That's my whole career
Yeah,
done.
I
What are you
just
talking
come back.
Nah, you're insane. Yeah, you're insane. I'm not going back out
For
there.
context, these men were in Miami on holiday chilling when they got bailed saying we got a mission for you.
See, nah, bro.
They were looking forward to this Miami thing.
Nah.
They were like 2 days in, diving off boats and shit.
No. I need to de-stress.
Yeah, bro.
It's such a high stress job.
It's too much.
Yeah.
It's too much.
I don't think I can do that.
I don't think I can do this again. But
Yeah, bro.
Good watches, both
But
of
yeah,
them.
the Bomb Squad that's adrenaline, bro. From when you pull up in the apartment block, you bust through the door, you find it there, and you're like, that's gonna take out a whole city block.
Yeah, bro.
And you're there with the
You have to
which
have
wire?
steady
No.
hands.
Ooh! Oh, look at you. We're gonna be in the same team. We're gonna be in the same team. When we get to the red and blue wire, I'll be there. I'll be like, "Food, huh?"
Remember your training.
Yeah, remember.
That's what I'll shout. Remember your training.
Which one's the ground wire? I say, fam, are you sure?
You could ask me if I'm sure.
Oh, bro, I'll tell you, you have to snip it. The team will be counting down from 10. You have to snip it. I can't focus.
Oh my
Yeah,
God.
bro, that's so intense.
yeah.
Yeah. Wow, that's a good question.
Kudos to them, man, that do it, man. And women. Yeah, it's
100%.
insane.
They're
insane.
too brave, bro. Okay, guys, we're gonna take a very, very, very quick break to talk about Manscaped.
Yes, sir.
So the heat has officially arrived overseas, and the Lawnmower 5.0 Ultra in the white hot special edition colorway from Manscaped is now available across the UK, Europe, and Australia. It's the same trimmer trusted by millions of men's balls, now with a clean white and gold finish that looks just as smooth as it shaves. But this isn't just a pretty face. The Lawnmower 5.0 Ultra is built to handle your most sensitive areas with care, helping reduce the risk of nicks, cuts, and irritation where it matters most. Whether you're cleaning things up for a date, a trip, or just to feel a little bit more put together, the white hot trimmer makes below the waist grooming a whole lot smoother. Now, I was just telling Fuad that I swear by this because they sent us the white hot John the other day, and yeah,
Smooth,
bro. Smooth, bro. Yeah, my balls have been slapping against my legs. Slapping, bro. Clean.
Pendulum.
Yeah, clean, bro, breezy. So guys, join over 12 million men worldwide who trust Manscaped and use the code SNG
Sierra November Golf
for 15% off your entire order at manscaped.com. Let's get back to the episode. Right, when I say you, man, I've got a show for you, man.
Okay.
And I'm gonna need you to literally buckle in.
Okay.
Buckle in.
Yeah.
Because how this is I've binged 3 seasons of this bitch over the last 2 weeks.
Oh, damn.
And how it's never been spoken about or discovered is beyond me.
Okay.
So Americans, I don't know if you're gonna even be able to access this, but find a will a way. It's on Channel 4.
Yeah.
It's called Open House. Have you ever heard of it?
No.
I didn't think so. This is a show, right, about people who are couples who want to try and open their relationship and be in like open relationships, right?
Interesting.
And there's a whole country manor where they have people that are, they call them the residents.
Yeah.
The residents that are just there to fuck.
Okay.
And they're just DTF, bro.
Okay.
And then the couples will pull up and the couples will go there and be like, oh, we're looking for like we're thinking about spicing things up. We want to like get a threesome going with a girl or whatever. And there's a therapist there's like, oh, what makes you want to do this? And do you have any concerns and worries? And da-da-da-da-da. And then like, okay, cool, there's going to be a pool party tonight. Go downstairs, you'll meet all the residents. Have some drinks, have some fun. Find a girl that you like. Ask if she wants to pull up back to the bedroom. Yeah. And then, bro, it just goes from there.
This is your bag, but you love shit like this.
I love it.
This reality style TV is your bag.
I love it. When I discovered this, I was like, what?
Yeah.
What?
This is the most Channel 4 sounding show.
Oh, bro. I was like, I've watched 3 seasons of it, you man.
Damn.
Back to back. I love it. I got up to date last night.
Yeah.
Bro, so. It's still ongoing. So season 3 is coming out week by week now.
Okay.
So I watched, basically, I turned on in my hotel and it was just on. At like 1 a.m. And I was like, what the hell is this? And I caught the back end of one of the episodes of season 3. I was like, damn, what is this? So then I went on my streamer, saw there's 3 seasons of it. I said, hell yeah. So I watched all of the other season 3s. Yeah. Then I watched all of season 2. And last night I watched all of season 1.
Oh, they're not concurrent? They're different?
They are. So obviously season 1 was ages ago.
Yeah.
But I started, because I'd already watched an episode of season 3. I just caught up on season 3.
Okay.
And then instead of going back to season 1, I just thought, fuck it. So I went to season 2, and then I watched season 1.
Okay.
Because they're not concurrent.
They're not concurrent, okay.
So no, there's not one couple who's in season 1 who makes it season 3.
Oh, okay,
They're literally there for a weekend.
Cool.
The couple goes in, they're there for a weekend, so they usually have like 2 episodes.
Okay.
They're there for a weekend, 1 night, 2 night dip.
Okay.
Brother, when I say it ruins relationships, it ruins relationships, bro.
Okay.
Because it's never what these men are expecting.
I can imagine.
Oh, brother.
Well, I can't imagine.
So, I'll pick out a couple of examples.
Yeah.
There's one where sometimes they're not expecting. One thing that they don't expect is fucking rejection. So there's sometimes, bro, there was one couple that went in there, yeah, and they were like, boom, 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 boom. I'm gassed, want to spice it up, la, 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 la. And then they've pulled up in there. Again, therapist is like, cool, what are you looking for? Da, da, da. And like, all right, cool. I think we're looking for something with a girl or rat-tat-tat-tat. And she's like, cool, go to the party, see what I'll go on.
Yeah.
So then the husband and wife, they're like, cool, they're a bit nervous. They've got dressed up. They go down to the party. Everyone's like, hi, nice to meet you, blah, 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 blah. I'm not going to lie. Were they paying? No, they weren't. So they've gone in there, blah, blah, blah. And they're like, cool, having a few chats, having a few drinks. Everyone's chill. And then they pause to the corner and like, oh, is it any of the girls that you like? Are you feeling this? Are you feeling that? And the wife's like, oh, I like this girl. And the husband's like, yeah, I like this girl too. Blah, 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 blah. Like, let's get into it. Let's go. Okay. So then they pull up now. Yeah. And they're like, oh, sorry. They'll say, like, call her Grace or whatever. Grace, can I pull you to the side? Let's have a chat. And they're like, cool, what's going on, guys? And they're like, oh, we really like your vibe. We're wondering if you want to come back to the room, get to know each other a little bit better. And then, bro, Grace would be like, can I be honest, bro? There was one, yeah. Where Grace, not Grace, it wasn't Grace, it was another one. Yeah. She was like, can I be honest? It was a thing called Precious. Yeah. She was like, can I be honest? Yeah. And then they were like, yes, be honest. What? She was like, to the wife, you, Lang, your man? I can't. She said, I see him as a brother, and that's it. Oh my! I'm getting brother vibes. Days. She was like, I'm just not attracted to you. And he was like, wow. Yeah, it's cool. And the wife was like, yeah, no, that's fine. That's fine. We'll get someone else. Yeah. And then they're like, yeah, we'll get someone else. And they go back, pull up to another thing. Cool. Do you want to have a chat? Yeah. They're like, yeah, well gone. I was just thinking we like your vibe. Do you want to come back to the room? And she's like, I'd rather not. Yeah, I'm not feeling it. I'm really not feeling it. And they're like, they pulled back and they did the camera thing. And they said, wow. And the wife was like, I didn't expect the level of rejection. Damn. I was expecting to just come up here and start clarting things. Yeah. I didn't think they would ever say no. And then she even was like, and I definitely didn't think that we're chatting to gal, and the gal would be like, they find me attractive, but they don't find you. When I say he was biting his nails. They wouldn't fancy you.
Yeah, I'd bite my nails too. I'd bite my nails too. I'd have nothing to say. I've been rejected twice.
Yeah, this couple, it wasn't this couple, but this is this couple with the guys wearing the braces. That happened to them as well. Okay. And they pulled up and they were like, bro, I'm just not feeling it. And they were like, damn. And then this couple wanted a threesome. And then because they couldn't pattern the ting, they had to charge it and find another couple. They had to charge it and find another couple because the wife literally turned to him and was like, I don't feel comfortable with you banging another man. We came here to find a gal. Like, and she basically was like, big man, we're trying.
Like, no one wants to fuck you.
No one wants to fuck you, bro. But if we find a couple, a little foursome thing, you might get something out of this. And he was like, fine.
Wow.
Bro, it was brutal. It was brutal. And then there was like, I said, see the couple next to them, the girl with the black top and the guy with the, bro, that one was rough. So this couple now, they're married, everything's cool. She wants to bang other guys.
Yeah.
She wants to bang, and he loves her so much.
Yeah.
He does not feel comfortable with this concept. But he loves her so much, he's like, I don't want to lose you, so I'm willing to entertain this. I'm willing to try it, bro.
Yeah.
So she's like, gang. She's excited, but he's like, but you just, babe, take it easy on me. Because like, I love you and I'm like, I'm jealous and all this kind of stuff. Like, I want to know that you're not gonna, because they chat to the therapist.
Yeah.
And it's like, I'm insecure about you finding someone that you find more attractive than me. And like, you want to be with that person. And she's like, babe, I love you. Like, I would never do that. And he's like, yeah, but that's just what I'm worried about. Because you're telling me that I'm not enough for you. And she's like, you are enough for me. I just want to like spice things up. He's like, all right, cool. I love you. Let's go try it. But they get in there, couple drinks. She doesn't know how to watch her fucking mouth. Couple drinks. And then they're like, oh, anyone you're feeling? There's a guy, there was one of the residents called Josh.
Yeah.
They put, obviously them two were together, chat to the cameraman's like, oh, anyone you're feeling? And she was like, honestly, that Josh is fucking gorgeous. The husband looked at her and was like, what did you say?
Oh my God.
And she's smiling like, no, whoa. He's like, he's fucking gorgeous. He's like, did you just say he's fucking gorgeous?
Fuck's
He's like,
sake.
she said, we've been together 8 years. You've never spoken about me like that. She was like, but that's how I think about you. You've never said it like that.
Yeah.
You said it with passion.
Yeah.
Like, you can't wait to fuck this guy. And then, bro, the husband's like bawling. He was like, I'm sorry. He said, I'm sorry, guys. I'm sorry. I need a minute. He said, just give me a minute.
You're not my boy.
Yeah, she was like, damn, bro. Like, why you gotta take it so personal? He was like, I can't not.
Yeah, man.
I love you. He was like, you don't get it. I love you. And now you're begging to bang this other guy. And you're saying he's fucking gorgeous.
Damn,
I
son.
can't take it, babe.
Damn.
And then eventually, bro, he had to nut up and just let her get clarted by Josh.
Damn.
Yeah, him and Josh banged her together. And you see the banging as well, by the way. Yeah. Old Big Brother style, where it's all like black and white.
Long days.
You see her getting rocked.
Damn.
Yeah. Yeah, and not even gonna lie, the husband was at the top and just stroking her head. Josh was ramming her.
I couldn't.
Josh, the husband's in there like, go for it, Josh.
Go for it, Josh.
That's cocky.
Yeah, bro. And it was and then it was a lot.
Damn.
Yeah, and there was another one where the bro had a fantasy of like, I want to see my wife get clarted. And she was like, yeah, he wants to see me like in a spit roast. He wants to see this and see that.
Damn.
And then he's like, yeah, turns me on. So the therapist's like, all right, go pat it then. So they're out there chatting to a couple guys like, oh, do you want to come back? I want to see you with my wife. Bro, when it came to it, he couldn't take it.
I bet.
And then the thing is, the therapist was like, I think it's important that you feel involved. So like, I don't want you just sitting there watching kind of thing. I think in your head, it might be sexier than it might be in reality. So she told the wife, obviously get involved with the other guys, all this kind of stuff. But when you feel comfortable, invite your partner in.
Yeah.
All do this together. She was like, yeah. When I say she got lost in it, she forgot he was there. Fuck. And the partner was waiting. But he knew he had to wait for the invite. Because the therapist was like, you have to wait for him to invite you in. Don't just jump in there. You have to wait. He was waiting. She was getting banged. At no point did she say, babe, come in. She was lost in it. She was lost in it. He got dressed. The husband got dressed. Yeah, he got dressed. He came outside the room. Cameraman was waiting outside the room. He was like, bro, she doesn't know I'm there. I'm a spare part. I'm a fucking spare part. Yeah, it was peak, bro. And she came out and she was like, I'm sorry, babe.
I forgot.
Yeah, I got lost in the sauce.
And
he's like, wow. Yeah, it solidifies some relationships because a lot of them do have like a really good experience.
Okay.
Some of them are rocked for life.
Damn.
I saw a couple yesterday, they broke up on the spot.
Damn.
Broke up on the spot because she went off with a brer, he went off with a girl, and just like a separate thing, they both fell in love with with other things. They came back to therapist the next day and they literally were like, I think it's charged. I think the relationship is charged. The girl was like, I've not had a connection with this brer last night. I've never felt like that in my life. She said that in front of her man. I've never felt like that in my life.
Wow.
And the boyfriend was like, well, let's call it a fucking day then. Let's call it a day then.
Facts.
And she was like, we might have to.
Yeah.
And then it always does like, oh, since they left the house is what they've been up to. Yeah, bro, they called it a day. Yeah, they were like, bro, I've never felt like I felt last night. We have to charge this whole relationship.
Yeah.
And they're like, it is what it is. The last one I want to talk about, funniest thing I've seen.
Okay.
And I'm livid because it was the first episode I saw.
Okay.
And it was they gave me
Penultimate.
peak.
Yeah,
They gave me peak, and then nothing has lived up to the level of the first episode I saw.
Okay.
Bro, there's one couple, so they pulled up in there, and they obviously want to spice it up. They want to have like threesomes and introduce some stuff and just have an open relationship. They want to try it. So therapist is like, cool. Says to the girl, how you feeling? The girl's like, I'm not gonna lie, the idea of him being with other women makes me feel sick. That I'm very protective of him. I'm very jealous. Like, I don't want to see him with other girls. I don't want to think about him with other girls, but I understand this is what he wants. I'm willing to entertain it. Rare-tear. So therapist's like, all right, take it easy. I think it's best if you take because she was like, ultimately it's all in your mind. So you need to face that head on. You need to face that head on. I think you guys shouldn't do a threesome thing today. You should go separately. He should go have a social with some girls, get to know them, have a good time. And you should go out with some guys tonight and have a good time. So they have in the manner they're having separate parties.
Okay.
He's been invited to spend some time with some girls. She's been invited to spend some time with some guys. So it follows both of them.
Okay.
She's downstairs and she's like apprehensive and all this kind of stuff. She chats to a couple guys. She's having a good time, has a couple drinks. And one of the guys is like, do you want to take this back upstairs? She's like, I'm not gonna lie to you. It's baby steps. It's our first night here. I'm not feeling it. I think like I should go back to bed myself, wait for my husband. Like, we don't want to it's a lot. What you're asking me is a lot. I don't want to dive head first. Let's take it easy. I'm not comfortable. I'm gonna go upstairs, spend the night with my husband. Guy was like, cool, obviously, fine.
Makes
baby
sense.
steps.
Yeah.
Cool. Husband. He's on the other side of the thing. And they have a tent. It's basically like a fuck tent.
Yeah.
But sometimes they bang in there, sometimes they don't. It's just like a more comfortable. There's a bed in there. It's like warm and cozy and bare blankets and shit.
Yeah.
So he's like, oh, cool. He's chilling with these girls, a few drinks. Ha.
Yeah.
Goes in the tent. He's like, I'm gonna go in the tent. Does anyone want to come in? 6 Johns go in there. So he's like, all right, cool. Chilling, laughing. Next thing you know, he's rocking 4 of them. Yeah. He's rocking 4 of them. They're stacked. He's banging them. They're stacked, bro. He's gliding 4 of these joints. But lawn chairs, bro. He's going crazy. He's choking this one's lips in this one, stinks in this one, banging this one. They're all moaning in this tent. And it cuts to the wife in bed, like eyes open, waiting for him. Baby steps, bro. So he comes out of the thing. And
that imagery.
Yeah, bro. They're all on top of each other. It's crazy. So he comes out. Asked the cameraman, I was like, how was that? He was like, bro, that was unreal, bro. Like, did you see me in there? I was in there rocking, bro. Like, this place is heaven. I can't believe what you men have done for me. Like, what you done for me? I can't believe it. I'll never forget this. Bro, when I say he bops to his room with confidence, kicks down the door like, oh, yeah, babe. So she's like, babe, like, obviously, how was your night? He was like, don't worry about my night. How was your night? Like, tell me, what did you do? She was like, oh, it was okay. Like, I went for a couple drinks. Like, they wanted to pressure it, but obviously I told them, like, we're taking this slow. And he's like, oh, yeah. We're taking it slow. We don't want to jump in the deep end. Like, easy, breezy. So I just came here. I wanted to wait for you, but I'm glad you're home. Like, how was your night? And he was like, oh, it was cool. Like, nothing crazy. She was like, oh, did you get up to anything? Did you, like, she was like, God, I'm stressed to ask, did you have sex with anyone? And he was like, yeah, I did. And she was like, oh my God, okay, like, how was it? Like, what happened? And he was like, it was 4 of them.
At least he was honest.
Bro, he had no choice.
There was 4 of them.
There was 4. And she said, what? When I said she sat up, she said, what?
I ripped the pillow.
Yeah. She said, what do you mean? It was like, yeah, big man saying, like, I just asked, does anyone want to come in the tent? He said 6 of them Jones came in, 2 of them left because they were tired, bro. And it was 4 of them. She was like, you fucked 4 women, bro. You fucked 4 women. We're supposed to be experimenting, seeing how things go. I told you I wasn't comfortable. And you just went in on the first night and found 4 things. And he was like, nah, babe, like, I don't know, like, I'm sorry, like, I thought we was on a vibe, like, I don't know. And she was like, I feel fucking humiliated. No, she was screaming and crying. I feel fucking humiliated. He was like, babe, nah, man. Like, I'm sorry, innit? And he's like, how could you do that? She was like, at no point did you think this is too much?
Yeah.
This is too much. She's like, nah, babe, I'm sorry.
4 things.
4 things stacked, bro. He was doing them. When I say he was sweating in there. He was sweating in that tent.
Fuck.
He was crying them. I couldn't believe it, bro.
That's the funniest thing.
Yeah, bro, it was too funny.
That's the first episode
That's the first episode I saw. I couldn't believe what
I'd
I
be
saw.
locked in
yeah,
too.
that's why I binged every episode.
Yeah.
I couldn't believe it. I couldn't believe it, bro.
Damn.
Oh, it was so funny, you man.
Damn.
I couldn't believe it. He didn't give a fuck. He knew what he wanted and he took it.
Yeah, fair
Yeah, he
play.
wasn't willing to risk this opportunity.
Stacked is crazy.
Stacked them, bro. Yeah.
That visual.
Yeah, bro, when I say the visual was nuts, bro.
It's just
When I say
levels.
you can just hear clapping and it focuses on his face, he's looking up. Yeah, bro. He was drenched in sweat. Bro,
You know, he was chucking water around.
bro,
literally.
3 liters.
Yeah, bro, 3 liters,
He was
man.
chugging it, bro.
Oh my God.
He couldn't believe what was going on.
That is hilarious.
His wife was rocked, you man.
Oh, that's hilarious.
Bro, open house, bro. It rocks people. And then their one is, their thing was jokes. So they finished their thing, and obviously it's like, oh, since leaving the retreat, how they getting on? His one said, since leaving the retreat, the wife is pregnant, so she's put a pause on the whole open thing.
Yeah,
and I was like, yeah, she cut that shit immediately.
Fair play.
Immediately.
Fair play.
Brother, funny.
Damn. It sounds
Open house is jokes, bro.
It sounds it. That's
Jokes.
insane.
Yeah, these men don't know what they're signing up for.
I couldn't be the first guy. Stroking man's head.
Yeah, stroking, bro. But Josh was giving it.
I'd walk out.
Yeah, bro.
Immediately.
Yeah, it was nuts.
Yeah, that's insane.
It was completely nuts. But anyway,
Hilarious
good show.
recommendation.
Good show, bro. I have a thread. So, this thing, when did you realize you were dating an idiot?
Fuck.
When did you realize you were dating an idiot? First one, she used to preheat the microwave.
Wow.
Yeah,
what?
bro. Donut. You're a fucking donut.
Oh my God.
Yeah. This one, some of it is not even idiocy, it's just rude. So when did you realize you were dating an idiot? He tried to slap my ass, but he missed and hit my lower back. It hurt. And he said, in my defense, they look the same.
Oh, that is rude. In my defense, they look the same.
Bro, back and back, I can't tell. Flat is flat is flat.
That's
That would take me out.
bro.
In my
Yeah.
baby, in my defense, they look the same.
They look exactly the same.
Your back's long.
Fuck, man.
It's long.
Fuck, that's
Oh,
embarrassing.
bro.
That's
That-
embarrassing.
Yeah, that's a piss take.
That's embarrassing.
You can't go to smack batty and hit back.
Nah,
bro.
Nah, man.
She said, "But what the fuck?" I bet it looks the same. I can't tell, man. That's a flat ass, you
Yeah, that's the flattest ass.
man.
Wow.
Damn, right. Next. He thought the clitoris was an inside joke between women on Twitter. Yikes.
That's educate yourself, man.
Yeah, 100%. That's not real.
Inside joke.
Yeah, I thought it was a joke thing that you man just say on Twitter.
days.
Like sprinkle, sprinkle. Right. When did you realize you were dating an idiot? She thought my mum's overweight cat was hilarious. My mum said, he's not overweight, he's just big boned. My girlfriend said, I guess you think you're big boned too.
Oh, my days.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Exit.
Damn.
Yeah, you're gonna have to leave.
Yeah. Facts.
I need you to leave.
Facts.
To my mum.
I guess you think you're big bone too. Yikes, bro. That's bravado. And it's one of them ones where the rebuttal just slipped out.
Oh, quick.
It slipped
Yeah,
out.
yeah,
You're
yeah.
like, fuck!
Yeah,
What have I said?
wow.
What have I said?
The mum was like, pardon?
What? I'll just leave.
The mum will look at you immediately.
I'll just leave.
Yeah, bro. I'm
just
out.
gonna leave.
I guess you think you're big bone too. Damn. Okay. Right. When did you realize you were dating an idiot? After his 4th business opportunity turned out to be yet another pyramid scheme.
Oh, that is an idiot. That is an idiot.
My partner's not getting swindled into 4 separate pyramid schemes.
Oh, it's like, babe, come.
Come.
There's money on the table.
There's money on the table, bro.
He met me in Sainsbury's and said,
Yeah.
you know, if you give me this, I can turn it to this.
Bro,
and then, bro,
run me £500. I start off vice president of Sheffield. Everyone below me, I get part of their income.
Give me 4 months, babe.
4 months, babe. Bro.
Raking it in.
Raking it in, bro. It's easy, man. I'm just switching internet providers. It's light. Right. He used to wipe with kitchen paper as he said toilet paper doesn't scrub hard enough.
Scrub is barbaric. Scrub is barbaric.
You said you need to, my body needs exfoliation to get this cake off.
He's hairy and uses 1-ply. That's what I'm deducing from this.
Yeah. His finger pokes through every time.
Every single time.
Toilet paper doesn't scrub hard enough.
Scrub is disgusting. Scrub is disgusting. Yeah. Kitchen towel's rough, you. Rough.
Bro, it's also salt every day.
Oh my days.
Bro, his diet is absolutely mad.
It's disgusting. Switch out.
Right. Asked my boyfriend to grab some lube. I asked my boyfriend to grab some lube.
Yeah.
Once he was in, I couldn't help but comment on the strong smell. It was his shampoo. He said, I thought lube just meant anything slippery.
Fuck.
Yeah.
That's gonna murk her inside.
Bro, Thrush is gonna be her best friend.
That's gonna murk her insides. And he doesn't even know it.
Yeah, is crazy.
And he doesn't even know it.
Wow, shampoo. I just saw it as anything slippy.
Yeah, I just needed some.
He went in the bathroom and just like anything. Yeah, he felt a consistency. Yeah. Nah, bro. Anything slippy.
Fuck. He must have been horny.
Yeah.
Horny.
Rock solid, bro. Anything. Give me anything.
That's insane.
Wow. That's nuts, bro. That's nuts.
Oh,
right.
God.
My girlfriend once broke up with me because she said she got a negative STI result. She thought negative just meant bad news.
Yeah, I'm happy when you're gone.
Yeah.
I'm happy you're gone.
I need you out of my
You're an
life.
idiot. Yeah.
You're not beefing me about that.
Yeah, but no.
Babe, I did an STI test. All right, cool. Ting said it's negative.
All right, gang.
Gang. Oh, you think that, is that gang to you? Yeah.
Like,
Is that gang to you?
What's happening?
Yeah, you think that's funny? Negative.
Is that gang to you?
Yeah, negative. Do you even know what negative means?
Yeah, negative.
Yeah, it means bad. Which means bad means disease.
Yeah, bad news for you. It means bad news for you.
Oh, God. When did you realize you were dating an idiot? She used to lick her phone screen to clean it in public.
Oh.
That's disgusting, you man.
Surely not.
That's
Surely
there's no more
not.
bacteria than what's on that screen.
Yeah, surely not.
I've seen something where it says that your phone screen is equivalent to like 2 toilets.
Yeah, I've seen that. That's rough.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
To be fair, I need to start anti-backing my
Same.
my thing constantly. I need some phone wires to anti-back because this shit. When I say I launched this phone anyway.
Yeah. And your phone is face down a lot.
Oh, it's
On
always face down.
surfaces,
Yeah, it's always face down, bro.
Yeah.
And then I'm just putting that thing here and here,
same.
all over my shit, all over my shit. And I wonder why I have breakouts.
Damn.
Right. Last one. Once at my parents' house, my new boyfriend went to the toilet. A while passed before we heard him shout, "Do you have any wet wipes? Or do I just have to have a shitty ass all day?"
Wow.
No,
I'd be so embarrassed as the partner.
bro, you're chilling in the kitchen and like, she's been on a while, bro. And like, yo. And like, yeah? You man got wet wipes? Have I just got shitty bag all day? What's going on?
My parents should look at me. Like, who have you brought into my yard?
Yo, what the fuck did he just say? My ass is caked. Wet wipes or no, what are they?
Oh my God. Fuck. That's disgusting.
Yeah, bro.
That's disgusting.
Where the wet wipes, bro?
He's too comfortable.
Way too good. This is, bro, at her parents' house.
He's too comfortable, man.
I said, wet wipes or am I just shitty bag
Mate,
all day? Fix up.
That's funny.
That's too funny.
That's
The thing
funny.
is,
That's a good
how
thread.
would you actually approach it if you didn't have your phone? You've gone to a new girlfriend's mum's house, gone toilet, number 2. Don't have your phone, so you can't message her, and there's no toilet roll. What do you actually do?
I'd knock on the door. From inside the toilet, I'd knock on the door.
I
the bathroom
need
door.
toilet roll.
Yeah, I'd knock on the bathroom door and wait till someone replies. because she's gonna notice I've been gone for a minute, so she's gonna like bop past me like, have you heard? Yeah, as if I hear it quick. Yeah. I'll do that until I need to, or obviously there's no toilet rolls. I don't know.
I'm washing my entire arsehole.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say.
I'm getting naked.
If there's
and
a bathroom,
I'm washing my whole arse.
I'm washing my body. Yeah,
100%, bro.
Yeah. I'm praying there's a towel there somewhere.
I'm praying for a towel, yeah. And then I know I'm gonna get downstairs and they're gonna be like, did I hear the shower, bro?
Audio listeners, I'm sorry for screaming. I'm sorry for screaming, audio listeners, but I couldn't be asked that question. So nonchalant.
Did I just hear the shower?
Did I hear the shower? No! I'll be like, babe, we need to leave.
Yeah, bro. I'll break out and sweat.
You know I will.
Yeah,
immediately.
I couldn't see that.
Immediately.
I would laugh.
Did I hear the
shower?
With that tone as well,
Yeah.
that pitch. Oh my God, it would
I
rock
couldn't.
me. That would rock me,
And I was
man.
supposed to tell her on the way home, babe, I'm sorry. They had no toilet paper. I had to wash my whole ass. In there. Yeah.
That's funny.
That's a nightmare.
Did
That's
I
a
hear the
nightmare.
shower? Oh my God.
Bro, that's a nightmare, bro.
Yeah.
One of my biggest fears is being offered head when I've got shitty
Shitty
body.
body, yeah.
It's one of my biggest fears. I don't think you might understand. It's one of my biggest fears. Is having to bust doo-doo and then homegirl's like, quickly, I need that dick. I'm like, baby, so. She's trying, yeah. Lays on the bed, pushes her legs apart. I want the whole thing. And my shit's just, yeah.
My worst thing is like, my worst thing is having a bloated ass stomach and knowing I need to shit, and my girl wants to bang. It's like,
yeah. And she's bouncing her ass on top.
Bang! If you know what's good for you.
Yeah. That's my fear. Yeah, my fear is, and then you nut, and I just fart, bro.
I just let it all out.
Yeah, that's one of my biggest fears.
Oh God, I'm
Yeah, that's one of my biggest fears. That's when I know I'm not using my waist.
Yeah.
I'm banging her like a plank. Yeah, like a press up plank. Yeah, I need the whole body still. I'm not spreading my legs. My legs are together. I'm banging her like a plank. Oh, I can't get relaxed. Bro, that's why I need snatched. Because I don't want to feel bloated again.
Literally,
That's
bro.
funny, man.
I don't want to feel bloated again.
Great.
Jeez, right. You said you had a show rec, no?
I do have a show rec. There's a series on, another documentary, three-part series. Three-part series on Netflix called The Tylenol Murders. So this is about Tylenol back in the day that unfortunately unalived some people in America. So what had happened was people were taking Tylenol, but during that period of time in like the 1980s, it was laced with cyanide.
Really?
The thing was laced with cyanide, and people were wondering what's happening. So for context, it started with a guy was meant to go to work. I can't remember his name. Let's call him Bob. Bob was meant to go to work. He had a headache. He was like, oh, babe, I can't go. I've got a headache, blah, blah, blah. I take some Tylenol, extra strength. Popped one of them Jones. Like 5 minutes later, I try stand up, bang on the floor. Gone, foaming, eye rolling, everything. Called police, like, bro, husband's on the floor, I don't know why, gone. Police came over now, tried to resuscitate him, boom, 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 boom. Yo, he's gone.
Damn.
He's gone. They're like, oh, what's happened? They're trying to they do the check and everything. They're like, they don't really know. All they know is that he's taking Tylenol, but it's like, it's Tylenol, you know. All right, cool. The family of said deceased, like, I think it's the grandma of the deceased said, I want the family round now, let's grieve. Let's grieve. Two of the members of the family were like, nah, we'll come tomorrow, we're tired. But he's like, nah, it has to be today. We need to grieve this. All right, cool. They come over now, everyone comes over, they're chilling in the yard. The two that I said were tired, headache, tired, blah, 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 pops 2 Tylenol. God damn.
Nah, bro.
3 deaths, 1 family, 1 day.
Nah. That would, wow.
1 day, they when they call 5-0 again, they're like, bro, we've just been to that yard. Like, they can't be. We just been to that yard this morning. This morning.
Nah.
There can't be more deaths.
I'm arresting whoever's alive. Whoever's alive is getting arrested immediately.
No. Tell a lie. So the man dies.
Yeah.
The wife is calling the police saying, come through. My husband's just dropped. Like same situation. And as the police come, she's walking out the door. My husband. She faints on him.
Oh my God.
She faints on him. Eyes roll back, foam. Like, what's happening?
Nah.
What is happening? So homeboy calls, I think.
I couldn't be on shift that day.
Bro.
I couldn't.
In 1982.
Bro, I couldn't.
There's no facilities.
Yeah, no.
Yeah.
I wouldn't want to touch them.
Because
I think they got sighted. It's airborne. I tell you, it's airborne. Yeah, they got cordyceps. Yeah, well, this is The Last of Us. Yeah, it's airborne.
Facts, bro.
I said, get the fuck off me.
So, Donnie calls like a drug specialist or something within the area and tells them what happened. Oh, they're this same family, but all they've taken that we know is they've taken Tylenol. Homeboy at first said, Tylenol? I was like, yeah, Tylenol, same year, blah, blah, blah. I was like, bro, I just went to a spot like 10 miles from where they were. Little girl, 12 years old, she didn't want to go to school, had a headache. She died as well. Same exact thing, Tylenol.
No way,
Case
bro.
bust open.
Yeah.
Case bust open.
Hearing that, like, bro, yeah, Tylenol.
The tone change.
Yeah,
Tylenol.
Bro, I literally just bought Tylenol.
Bro, James, the case bust open.
Yeah.
Camera crew everywhere outside Johnson & Johnson.
Yeah, 100%.
They bust open.
I was like, Johnson & Johnson.
Bro, that's what it was. Outside Johnson & Johnson. The case bust open.
Right.
Like, what's happening? So one of the drug specialists was like digging into the thing and was like, what's actually killing these men? Because they're testing it and stuff. It's like, oh, there's traces of cyanide. Like, how are these men putting cyanide in the thing? So they deduced that back in them days, there was no seal. You can just open that bitch and it's raw. There's no film, nothing.
Oh, damn.
It was just raw. So they noticed that people were someone was twisting open the actual capsule, emptying out the drug, putting cyanide in and twisting that bitch back.
Jesus.
And then putting it back in the store, closing it up and leaving it there.
No way, bro. No way,
Bro, that's what they were doing. That's what someone was doing.
Damn.
They're hollering out CEO of Johnson & Johnson at the time saying, bro, is there any cyanide where you man prep these things? Like, nah, it can't be us. They said the person or persons responsible will be found.
Yeah.
Because it's not us. It's not us.
I couldn't be falsely accused of that.
Bro, it's not.
I'm trying to run a business.
It's not me. And bearing in mind, at the time until now, Tylenol makes like 50% of their profit.
Yeah, I bet.
Tylenol is their biggest brand.
Tylenol for them is basically like paracetamol, right?
It's their biggest thing.
Ooh-wee.
For J&J, if that goes bust, the business is rocky.
Yeah, you're not fucking with my baby.
The business is rocky.
Nah, bro. I'll be when I find out when the police arrest this cyanide nigga, bro, I'm pulling up to his jail cell.
It's crazy.
I'll grab him for the ball. What the fuck?
Well, what are you doing?
Yeah, you fucking with my bag, bro.
It turns out, bear in mind, it's a cold case, so this has never been solved.
Oh, really?
Yes.
Oh, it literally says cold case.
It's a cold case. This has never been solved. So I don't want to spoil it too much because I feel like some of you man might watch it. But how they go down the spiral is they receive a letter. Either the police receive a letter or the head of J&J receives a letter saying, I want you to send me $1 million to this account. No, the police receive a letter. I want $1 million to this account, but the account is registered to the head of a like a travel agency company. And they're like, why the fuck would that even be the case? They look into this situation now. Apparently, Donnie, the head of this company, let go of Donnie's wife. And her final check bounced. And they're like, why is this happening? So he grieved him for that and say, oh, give me $1 million to this account. But this is how they started trying to go around and try and find this brother that sent the letter. And apparently what it looks like is in one of the still shots as a flight attendant also that died as well in the situation. They traced her steps. She was in a store. They see her buying this Tylenol and they see a man looking at her buying a Tylenol. And the same brother looking at her is the same brother that wrote this thing. It develops you, man. They're chasing this man around the country.
I bet.
It develops.
Well,
but yeah, I was locked in. I watched 3 on a bounce back-to-back pause last week.
Fair play. I might watch this because that sounds juicy.
Oh my God. Yeah, James Lewis, he has an alias.
I bet.
Yeah.
His middle hair is scary.
Yeah, bro.
Damn, okay, fair.
It's good.
Fair.
It's good.
All right, gang.
Oh, bro, I forgot to say. So obviously after Johnson & Johnson said, bro, it's not us, this, that, and the other, they had to recall so many pills, like millions of them. And then before they put it back on the market again, they did a triple seal. So they obviously put the film on, lid, they wrapped that bitch around, and after that, they actually put the bottle in a container. So you have 3 levels of security before you can get into this bitch. 2 months later, nothing again. Cyanide.
No, I would
They're
give
thinking,
up.
what's going on?
I would give up. I would give up.
Cameras at J&J.
Yeah, I would.
Yeah, cameras, you man.
Yeah. I'd be so livid, thinking this whole thing is charged.
Yeah.
To open my blinds and see bare man outside.
Cameras, you man.
Again.
With this?
Yeah, that's impossible.
Oh yeah, people dropping.
Oh,
Yeah, it's mad.
Son of a bitch, bro. Son of a bitch. I'd go in front of the camera, bro. They'd be like, answer yourself. And I'd point out the bro who's done this and say, checkmate. Yeah, checkmate. You win. There's nothing else I can do.
Bro, it's crazy.
Triple sealed.
Triple sealed.
Man still bust the whole thing open, cyanide in there. Someone just said, I'm used to seeing it this way.
bro.
Bought it.
Mental.
That's nuts, bro. That is nuts. Fair play, man.
Juicy
Tylenol's
shit.
50% of their profit.
Yeah, something crazy like that, bro.
That's juicy. They're making bags off that.
Bags, bro.
Damn. Right, Daddy Fantasy?
Yeah, let's do it.
Right, guys, this week's Daddy Fantasy, I'm about to give you serious bombs, all right? Ooh-wee. So, lock in. Fuck the torturing thing. Dane couldn't do it. He couldn't get anything out of her. We're moving on because that is such a fucking minor detail about what I'm about to tell you, yeah?
Okay.
So, anyway, what happens is, one day, they've moved out of there, everything's good, everything's blessed, they've escaped from the dungeon from being tortured. Varish is livid, everyone's livid, these men are gassed, and they're the first team to escape the dungeon in like 10 years. So moving forward, we're going, and she walks into class one day. And you know, you would have known there's a guy called Nolan who's a mender, who can heal people.
Yes.
He works at the school.
Yes.
And Brennan's at one as well.
Yes.
They're like so rare.
Yes.
So, anyway, she's been seeing him recently and he's looking murked. And they know that they've been working on something for months and months and months. That's just been draining Nolan. And they've been wondering, I think Varish has been torturing people. So, and they've been making Nolan mend.
The people that Varish
The people that Varish has been torturing.
Okay.
One day, they're in class and there is fucking pamphlets everywhere
Okay.
saying, there's these weird fucking dragons that they've been attacking, they've got blue fire, etc, etc, etc. Everyone was like, what the fuck? It's like, yeah, they don't have 4 legs, they have 2. And Violet's looking at it like, these men are talking about fucking wyvern. And then but no one else knows what that is. So they're looking at it like, dragons, 2 legs, blue fire, what the fuck is that? And it's on the pamphlets are everywhere. And then Violet looks at it, she looks at like the other marked ones who obviously know about all them things, and they look around the classroom like, hush thing. And then her brethren, Rhiannon's like, bro, what's all this? And Violet's like, I don't know.
Yeah.
But she's thinking, what the fuck? One of the professors walks in and he's like, he sees it. He's like, what the fuck is this? And he's like, guys, relax, it's all good. It was a little exercise thing, a little propaganda exercise. You man clearly couldn't even fucking suss it for yourselves. Joking. You're all pathetic. And Violet was like, I knew this guy was going to do it. That means she now knows he's 100% in on it.
Okay.
He's 100% in on it because she saw his face when he read the thing, and now he's calling it propaganda and all this kind of stuff. And she's like, all right, his name's Markham. He's like the head scribe or whatever. And she was his protege. You would have known this when she was going to be a scribe. So anyway. And he's like, as a distraction, he's like, we doesn't say as a distraction, but he's like, anyway, guys, ignore the leaflets, dash it in the bin because I've got something to tell you. After months and months of hard work, our fucking local healer, Nolan, has been working on something for months and months and months. And somehow, magically, for the first time in history, he has managed to bring someone back who we thought was dead. In walks Jack Barlow. In walks Jack Barlow. Violet's like, I jumped a mountain on this nigga. And he's just walked in the door. And he's like, well gone. Looks at Violet, says, well gone. And them man are like, nah, this can't run.
Very much awake now.
Yeah. Bro,
I'm awake.
Ian was Jack Barlow. He said, "Wow, Spud. Everyone's like, oh my God, Jack's back." Violet's like, I can't deal with this.
Yeah.
I can't deal with this.
I've just been tortured.
Yeah. This is long, bro. I've just been tortured. And then on top of that, one of the other professors walks up and says, "Oh, just to let you know, guys, I've got something to say. Unfortunately, there was an attack on the outpost, one of our outposts last night. No one was killed, thankfully, but there was one rider who was fatally injured." Or like near fatally injured.
Yeah.
Violet's like, where is this? Where is this? Loki, obviously she's like, I can't remember the name of it, but she's like, it's Zayden's outpost. And then she's like, panic.
Yeah.
10 is now hearing this, and he's like, scale. Where? Walk on. And then the Mercians are just going around in circles. She's panicked for Zayden, he's panicked for Scale, and then like, what the fuck? So then she goes, "Oh, I'm not going to tell you which rider was injured, but let's just move on." And then she looks at Violet, and obviously Zayden has his scar up his neck.
Okay.
She looks at Violet and goes like that, real quick, just taps the neck twice. That's how she knows it's Zayden. She thinks Zayden's on his deathbed. She says, "Fuck this," runs out. All the professors are like, "Violet, sit your fucking ass down now." She's like, "Fuck this, run." And so I promise you, do not leave this place without like, or don't AWOL. Do not leave here without authorized leave. And she says, "Fuck it." 10 already messaged her in her head and says, "Big man, I'm outside the door. I'm outside the door.
Let's
roll out.
Let's fly. Let's fly.
Let's fucking fly." He wasn't wasting time. He said, "Let me get to my woman.
Yeah, facts.
Get on my back."
Yeah, let's fly.
They flew straight to him.
Yeah.
So she lands there. She runs through, and her sister's at this post as well.
Okay.
So she's like, "Mira, where is he? Where is he?" And she's like, calm down. Just know we'd all be dead if it wasn't for your man." And then she's like, "I need to find him."
Yeah.
She runs. She's like, he's in the sparring room. She's like, what the fuck? There must be so many people hurt that they've had to set up an infirmary in the sparring room. Run. She walks in there. Zayden's just sparring like it's nothing. He walks in and is like, "Oh, Violet, what on?" Yeah, what's going on? She's like, she breaks down like, "You fucking prick. Like, I thought you were dead. He's like, "I'm cool, B. Like, don't even worry about it. Like, it's calm." And she's like, "What the fuck? They told me that you were He's like, "Who told you I was what?" She was like, no one actually told me nothing. She's like, "Oh, they told me someone nearly died. I thought it was you. Like, and you're just fucking safe. Everything's fine." And he's like, "All right, cool. I didn't want you to worry." And he like pulls down his whole thing. His whole neck and arm nearly got lopped off. There's a scar from like here to here. He's like, "Damn, I nearly lost my arm, but I murked them all in it." And they brought a healer here, mended me up. I'm calm. Let's get you calm down. So he takes him to the back room. He's like, calm down. And then she's like, I just can't lose you, Zayden. Like, I'm sick of this. And they've been pissed off with each other. So they haven't fucked in ages.
Okay.
And then, or kissed or nothing. And he lipses her and he's like, "Babe, just stop." And she's like, "Fuck,
relax.
I needed that."
Yeah.
So she takes one lips from him. She's like, "Fuck it." Lipses him.
Yeah.
And he's like, "Stop. Like, stop. You're taking it too fast." So he's basically told her, "I'm not going to bang you again until you tell me that you love me." Because I don't want to use sex as a weapon, all this kind of stuff. Because she already told him, "I can't separate the sex and the fucking emotions.
Okay.
I need all of it." So he's like, "If you can't separate it, then when you're ready to tell me you love me, I'll bang you again." Right now, she's so pent up and stressed and everything. She's like, "I don't care." Bro, she starts stripping off Gom. So she's like, "You better bang me now." He says, "Violence, calm down. She's like, "Enough? Are you a man or not? Are you a man or not, bro?" So I've got a little excerpt that I'm going to read out.
All right, cool.
Before we're going to this segment's going to go on today, ladies and gentlemen, because I've got stuff to say.
All right, say less.
So bear with me. Okay, cool. So picture this. They're in a bathroom.
She's backed off Garm.
She's backed off Garm. She said, I want you. And he's like, "Damn, please, stop.
Yeah.
So it starts off here. Reaching between our bodies, I wrap my fingers around him, bringing the head of his COCK to my entrance. I'll die if he makes me wait any longer. I won't survive another breath without him inside me." The pen game is insane. Yeah.
Entrance is crazy.
Yeah. "I need you more, Violet." He cradles the side of my face and rolls his hips, pushing inside, stretching me as he consumes those first sensitive inches. Jesus. Bro! "However much you think you need me, I need you more." He thrusts, filling me with one long drive until he's so deep that my eyes flutter closed and I moan with sublime pleasure. Damn is facts, bro. There's nothing like this in the world, I'm sure of it. This is so fucking good. He echoes my thoughts with a groan. And then he's moothing, withdrawing only to slam home again and again, stealing my stuttered breaths with kiss after kiss. The stone at my back gives me the leverage to arch into his thrusts, taking him deeper. It's too much, too good, and not enough all at the same time. Each powerful stroke has me greedy for more. This is where I want to exist, with him above me, moving inside me, his focus totally, completely mine. Harder, deeper, I'm breathing too hard to speak. Don't treat me like I'm breakable.
Oh, fuck.
Yeah, bro.
Wow.
Yeah, bro.
Wow.
Don't treat me like I'm breakable.
Do your worst.
Do your worst. I can take it. Yeah, bro. So they beat for the first time in months, and they both lost it.
They shook the room.
Yeah, they shook the room. They literally did, because she was shooting lightning like no one's business, and he was just throwing up shadows.
Yeah, cool.
Hey, it was buff.
Yeah.
It was buff. There was one part I was reading it in bed.
Yeah.
I was reading it. I promise you, I had to put the Kindle down. I said,
Yeah. Because your imagination was running.
I said, this is getting too much.
Yeah.
I had to take a beat. So anyway, they're banging. Everything is good. She comes back. She's expecting to get punished for going on leave.
She dips. Yep.
Long story short, one of the professors rides for her, and she gets away with it. So now, this is where we start to get juicy. So I told you, she's been looking for how to create a ward. I think I told you. So basically, where she lives, they have wards that stop the venin from getting in. So no one can use magic past these wards.
Yeah.
Now, where Zayden has set up his like little rebellion spot, they have a ward stone, but they don't know how to activate wards.
Yes.
So all that knowledge was lost 400 years ago.
I remember.
So she's thinking, they would be protected if I can figure out how to activate their ward. And I have the fucking Navarian archives at my doorstep. I'm gonna start looking at old books. There must be something in there. She looks after book after book after book. She can't find nothing. Now, she's had to now tell her brethren's Wagwan, because they've cornered her, because Varish basically pulled her up and was just like cooking her. And one of her brethren saw how Varish has been moving mad. And she pulls her to the side, Rihanna and her brethren, Rihanna, pulls her to the side and said, look, Varish has been moving crazy on you for time now. And I'm not understanding why. He's been searching your bags every time you leave. He's been like searching this, doing that, punishing you for this. And he's been saying these weird bars. You better fucking tell me right now what's going on. Otherwise, I'm not going to hack it. And she has the dagger. She has have I told you about the daggers?
What specifically?
Okay, so basically, I don't know if you remember, she learned that her mum knew about the whole thing because her mum had a similar dagger. The dagger that kills the venin, her mum has one. And she's always known that since she was a kid, but she didn't know what the dagger was for. So anyway, Rihanna is power. You would know she can teleport shit. So when Varish one day was searching her shit, she had one of the daggers, and she knew if Varish sees this, he's gonna know everything. So when she was getting like strip searched basically by Varish, Rihanna was helping, so zapped the thing because Violet was looking at Rihanna and looking at the thing like that. She zapped it. So when she's actually gone, she'd be like, "And what the fuck is this?" So she's like, "All right, guys, sit down." Basically, Venin, Wyvern, this, Xander, Rebellion, this, Xander, Zayden, Rebellion, this. So they're like, "What the fuck?" And she's like, "They have a ward stone. I'm trying to figure out how to do it." So anyway, they pull up, and one of the boys is like, have you looked at the journals from the first six? The first six were the first original riders to ever exist. And then Violet's like, "What are you talking about?" He's like, "Yeah, there's journals. They're hidden in like an underground archive thing." And she's like, "No, there's not." And he was like, "Yeah, because when we raided your mom's room that one time."
I'm just on that bit in audiobooks. I'm just for the points in it to get first.
To get the points.
I'm just on that bit in audio. I'm locked.
Yeah,
James.
bro.
I'm locked.
That time we raided your mom's room, we were looking for shit. I saw like a classified thing. One of her books, and it says there's journals in the hidden archive thing underground. So she's like, "What the fuck, bro?" So they find out that the journals, the room where the journals is, there's a ward that stops people from going through it. Unless you're of royal blood.
Okay.
Now, they had a prince who was in first year. I think I told you this. Who's undercover in first year.
Yes.
So they pull him in. Zayden's there now, visiting. They pull his name's like Arik or whatever. They pull Arik in and like, look, I know you hate your dad, etc., etc., etc. We need your help. And he's been bred. He grew up with Dane and Violet. So he knows them and everything like that. And then she's like, I need your help. I need you to help me find these journals, etc., etc. You're of royal blood. You can do it. And he's like, I hate my dad, so fuck it. I'm on it. And Zayden's like, all right, cool. And then he says, but Zayden, you can go fuck yourself, because Zayden killed his brother. So anyway, him and Zayden are beefing a little bit, but it's whatever. Yeah. So they go in there, they're looking for the journal, and they have to like, it's moving like a Chamber of Secrets Harry Potter thing. Okay. They have to move quickly when the archives are closed to get under there. They rush through the thing. He uses his royal blood, etc., etc. They find the journals. Long story short, and they dip out of there. They have 2 journals. She gives one to Zayden. Zayden dips. She keeps one in her pack. Nolan, the healer, sees Violet. As soon as Zayden dips, she's thinking, we've done it. He's got one, I've got one, I'm gonna read this bitch. Nolan, the healer, pulls up and he's got some lemonade thing and he's like, Violet, I miss you, like, have a drink with me. And Violet's like, yeah, calm, cool. Has a drink and she starts feeling dizzy. And she's like, bro, what's this? And Nolan's like, I'm sorry. She collapses. She wakes up in a dungeon again. And she's like, what's going on? Varish is like, well, I'm going for this journal. And she's like, nah. She's strapped to a chair. She says, nah. Varish has got another lieutenant in there who can tell lies, who can tell if you're lying. Her signet is you can tell if you're lying. Nolan's like, bro, I'm sorry. She's like, why the fuck did you do this? And he's like, bro, just tell me who you conspirated with to get this journal behind the royal fucking wards. She's like, how could I get it if it was behind the royal wards? Obviously I couldn't. Then the lie, they call her a truth sayer. The truth sayer's like, yeah, she's telling the truth, to be fair. And then they're like, tell me. And they don't even know that the princess snuck in. So they're thinking, how is it possible? So she's like, it's not possible. And the lady's like,
that's fair.
It's true. She's not lying. So Voucher's like, yeah, all right, cool. Whack. Bang in her face. What going now? Spits out blood. I ain't saying nothing. He's like, yeah, cool. Rolls up his sleeve, says, every man out. Long story short, she wakes up 3 days later. All of her bones are broken. Jesus. And Nolan just keeps coming in every other day to heal her. And then Varish murks her again, breaks her legs, breaks her fingers, breaks this. Tell me. She starts hallucinating. And she starts seeing Liam, who from the dead, just telling her, hold tight. She's murked. And then Varish says, he's just cleaning blood off his hands. Yeah. And he's like, Violet, do you know what's mad? Do you want to know what my signet is? And she's like, what? He's like, I can see people's weaknesses. Okay. And you're a clever little one. I know that your weaknesses are the people that you love. So I know I'm wasting my time just beating you like this. But the fun thing is I can keep here as long as I want. And come Saturday, your boy Zayden's going to be wondering where you are. And he's going to come looking for you. Because I know his weaknesses. He's a little hothead. And he can't control himself. Yeah. So when Saturday rolls around, after I'm done having my way with you, he's going to pull up and try to save you. And then he's going to be the fucking one in this chair. And they're going to murk him. And you're going to have to watch. And both of you pussy holes are going to be mine. And one of you's going to chat. And she's like, you're going to die in this fucking dungeon, you piece of shit. He's like, yeah, bang. You're going to fucking die, you stupid bitch.
Fuck it out.
And then she says to him, she spits out blood, bro. She's like, does your dragon Solas like hiding? And he's like, what? What did you say to me? He's like, does he like hiding? Like a little bitch. And he's like, what are you on about? He's like, you think Ten's not hunting him down right now, bro? Ten knows what you're doing to me. Yeah. Because basically the lemonade that she drank cuts her off from 10. Okay. It ruins her. She can't use her lightning. She can't use anything. Okay. She can't hit 10. She's like, do you think 10 doesn't know that it would be you that's got me here? Yeah. He's hunting your dragon right now, bro. Yeah. And I can't wait till when he finds him because you're going to drop to your knees dead. Yeah. So you can keep me here as long as you want. You're going to die in this room. Even if you kill me, you're going to die in this room. Fair. And he's like, yeah? Whack. Because he knows it's true. He knows it's true. Yeah. He knows it's true. He's like, yeah, all right, cool. Whack. Another day goes past. Another day goes past. Come true, it's Thursday now. And they're like, all right, cool. Since you're not fucking talking, I've got another surprise for you. Dane walks in. And before Varish lets Dane see her, he's like, just so you know, we've had a breach. Someone's broken into the secret royal archives and stolen 2 journals, all about wards. And instead of him saying she's trying to create a ward, which he knows because he asked her, you're clearly trying to create a ward, where is it? Because obviously they don't know where the secret rebellion is. So Varys just sussed the whole thing and said, I know for a fact Xaden and your little mark bastards are trying to set up camp somewhere and you're clearly trying to set up a ward. So tell me where the fuck it you are, etc., etc., etc. So Dane's walked in. He hasn't seen Violet yet. He's like, we've got a fucking terrorist in our hands trying to de-ward us. And they're looking for the journals so they can take down our wards. You're going to be surprised when you see who it is, but I need you to go inside their head and get all the information, etc., etc., etc. And he says, because of obviously Violet has seen the Venian and the Wyvern, and like, whatever you see, just get the information I need and I'll explain all the rest to you after. He walks in and sees Violet murked. And he's like, Violet, what the fuck? And she's like, don't believe him. Don't trust him. He's murked me. And he's like, bro, you should have listened to your dad. Your dad doesn't trust her. None of us trust her. This is why she's in the position that she's in. She's obviously with the son of the great betrayer. La, 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 la. Get the information now. And he's like, Violet, you did this to yourself, you fucking idiot. You should have stayed with me. I loved you. And you abandoned me for this dickhead. And now look. Grabs her face. And then she tells herself, right, I might not be able to use like my shields. I might not be able to use my power. But what I can do is I can force all the thoughts to the front of my head. So she shows him Wyvern. She shows him Venom. She shows him everything, bro. And like all the pain. She shows Liam dying. She shows the note from his dad saying that you man are going to die here. Then it shows him everything, bro. And then he, let's go. And he's like, what the fuck? And then he's like, oh my God, they're smuggling weapons. And Violet's like, no, bro. I showed him all that. And all he saw was I'm smuggling weapons. This guy's a dickhead. And she's like, all right, I can die now. I failed. I can die now. So she's like fading into black. And then Varys is like, what kind of weapons? What weapons? And he's like, that one in your hand, that one there. Is that it? And takes it. He's like, this is it. This is the weapon. And he's like, Varys is like, good, Dane. Good. And he's like, joke Dane. Stabs Varys. Stab. And he's like, all you man have been lying to me. My dad's been lying to me. You've been lying to me. I fucking saw everything. I saw everything. So Varys is murked. Like, what the fuck? Someone busts through the door. Dane pulls out his sword. Head gets lopped off. Dane's like, what the fuck? Xaden bursts through. Shadows everywhere.
My days.
And he's like, Violet! Violet! Walks through, bro. Dane peeks through past Xaden. There's about 50 bodies on the stairs. Jesus. Xaden murked everyone. He murked everyone.
Fuck.
Says Violet! She's dizzy. She can't even speak. She's gone. And he's like, what the fuck? And he goes to kill Dane. And Violet's like, no. He saved my life. So Dane's like, yeah. Don't worry. I'm on your side. I saw everything. La. Major Varys is like, fuck all you man. Like training day. Yeah. You do this to me? You do this to me? Yeah. Pelican Bay chat. They said, say less. Xaden picks him up with Shadows, straps him to the chair with Shadows. Dane's about to murk him. And he's like, nah, this is Violet's thing.
Facts.
Violet pulls out a dagger and says, I told you we're going to die in this room. Bang! Stabs him in his heart. Varys is gone.
Cold.
They run to the top of the stairs. Xaden's carrying Violet. Run to the top of the stairs. Frozen. All of them stop. Violet's eyes just barely open. Aura.
Stops all of them.
Aura stops all of them and they're shook, eyes wide open. Violet barely opens her eyes. Her mum's at the top of the stairs.
I knew it was going to be Lilith.
Her mum's at the top of the stairs. She's like, well gone. And then they're like, no. We can't beat this bitch. We can't beat her. I said, put my daughter down now. And then Xaden's like, fuck you. I'm not doing nothing. She said, give me a minute, my daughter. You're fine. Don't worry about it. I've just found out what they did to her in terms of what Atos did to them in the area. I found out everything. And they're like, nah, I don't trust you. And she's like, big man, you don't have a choice. Put my daughter down now. And Violet's like, it's all right. So then she has the first one-to-one with her mum, like ever. And she's like, mum, like, what the fuck? How could you do this? How could you do that? Like, this is all crazy. Like, why did you hide all this? Why did you do that? And she's like, big man, when you have a child, you'll understand the levels that you'll be willing to go to protect them. And if that means lying to an entire nation, I don't give a fuck. I'll do it again. I'll do it again. But now you know, and you can make your decisions for yourself.
Yeah.
And she's like, damn. And then she's like, bro, you're just like me. Trust me. And you'll know when you have your own kids, you'll do anything. She's like, I'll never be like you. And then they just have like a one-to-one, and then she understands where her mum's coming from, kind of thing. And her mum's like, you man go. No, trust me, no one's going to stop you. And then so they run in, and all the leadership, basically, the cleanest part, bro.
All right.
The cleanest. I miss the cleanest part, bro. In order for Zayden to break in, he had to make a massive distraction.
Okay.
Because obviously there's so many big boy majors, colonels at that school, lieutenants, that he wouldn't have been able to run in there and murk everyone. There's people obviously stronger than him. So in order to cause a distraction, he managed to get, he went on a hunt and killed 12 Venin and Wyvern. With him and Scale by himself. Went and murked 12 by himself, so that Scale would drop the dead bodies on the borders. So all the leadership flew out to be like, someone's dropping fucking Wyvern bodies everywhere. So then Lilith was like, I bet you're the one who's been dropping Wyvern bodies. That's why all my leadership is gone. And he's like, I did what I needed to do. I'll do it again. And then she was like, and then Violet's like, what? He's like, bro, that's why it took me so long to get here. It was hard to find 12 of them. So then that's why the whole school has no teachers in it. No one's there. Lilith's the only one there. So basically before they leave, Violet's like, bro, we can't just leave. We need to give everyone a chance to know the truth. So they stand up and they're basically like, here's the truth. There's Wyvern, there's this, there's that, there's this, there's that.
Who are they saying this to?
The whole school.
Okay.
They gather all the whole school.
Okay.
And Dane obviously is the wing leader, so he's been trying to explain. No one's listening. They're like, you're a liar. This, da, 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 da. Zayden puts shadows everywhere, blacks out everyone, and then releases them like that. So everyone's like, what the fuck was that? And then he amplifies his voice. He's like, shut up. And then he's like, 10 is going to show your dragons the truth. If they choose to show you, it means they trust you. If they don't choose to show you, stay put. And then literally half of the crowd is like, oh shit, it's true. They've been lying to us, da, 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 da. And he's like, we're dipping. Come or don't. Basically, there's 120 dragons leave Basquiat to fly to Zayden's spot to join the rebellion. And they didn't have any dragons before. They just had Brennan and they're Brennan and fucking Zayden and maybe one or two more. Now they've got 120. And that's where we left off.
Nice.
Bro, it was fucking cool.
A lot happened.
A lot happened.
That was a good breakdown.
Bro, it was so fucking amazing.
That was a good breakdown.
It was so fucking, I was reading till 2 a.m.
Fair play.
I wanted to do like a quick 15 minutes. I did 2.5 hours. I was locked, bro.
Fair play.
I was locked.
Fair play.
Right, guys, we're going to charge it there. Thank you very, very much. That was a fucking fun episode.
It was a fun episode.
As always, get your whoops, guys. Get involved with the Snatched and 60.
Sir.
Get your heights.
Come on.
And
don't forget the rules.
And yeah, let's have some fun with it. Love, love, love.
Gang, gang, gang.